And another one of our Ballroom Fit interviews when they're going to be talking to Martin. Hey Martin, how are you? Good, thank you. Now Martin, I know you've been dancing a long time. Can you tell us about how you started dancing?
Yes, I can. I started dancing because I had a girlfriend and she took me to this dancing. And the girlfriend didn't last very long, but I never stopped.
Great.
And that was 1982.
Yes, and where was that?
At Dale Francis Dance Studio in Morley.
Lovely, lovely. Tell us about meeting Diane also.
Well, I went to Gilderson's Dance Studio on a dance stage on a Monday night, Tuesday, Wednesday and Friday night, I think. And was really into dancing by then.
Yeah.
And yeah, Diane came along and I asked her for a dance, which that was quite normal then, being a social night. And she said yes, and she just kept on dancing for a while, which, yeah, most of the girls seem to want to keep dancing. But then she came back the next time and the next time, and yeah, and in next to no time it was full on.
Great, excellent. Very good to hear.
And we were married a year later or so.
Oh, great. That's also, you were just telling me before, it's a great story about your boys also.
Both boys, yes, started ballroom dancing. The oldest was into all sorts of sports, so he was very busy. But the youngest didn't like sports. He was always inside playing with some computer or something.
Mm-hmm.
And computer games, you know, like the little Pac-Man things. And Diane said, that's my wife, she said, Glenn, would you like to go to do some dancing? It's inside. Well, Glenn said, oh yeah, that would be fine. So he went on a Saturday morning to Gatsby Court in Kennington.
Yes.
And he quite enjoyed that. Although for a while he didn't know that the music was there to dance to. He thought it was just for your enjoyment while you were there.
Yes.
But after a while, the T-ball season stopped. And Sean said, can I have a look what my brother is doing there on a Saturday afternoon? So he came along and he loved it as well.
Yes.
So they both started at the Saturday class, and next to no time the teacher paired and the principal of the studio paired them up with two little girls, and they started teaching, learning for competition work.
Great.
And Sean got in the final in the Australian some years ago.
That's brilliant.
And he's very competitive. Glenn is not.
Yes.
So Glenn just enjoys the dancing.
Fantastic. Good.
And so they both met their girlfriends, which then became their partners. And we now got a granddaughter and a grandson, and the granddaughter, I her today, is going also for some dancing.
Oh gosh.
She's
wonderful.
She's 2.5.
Yeah? Oh, wonderful. That's great to hear. Gosh, okay. Very successful.
The dancing.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. And tell me about your involvement with Ballroom Fit. So how did you get involved in Ballroom Fit?
In 2018, you were the formation team coach,
yes.
And you mentioned something, I think, about a all abilities class in Bassendean having just one teacher and a number of people that were quite beginners.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we might be able to help out. So we started there, and Diane never stopped.
Yes.
And I had to stop a year ago because of some other commitments, and every couple of months I still go around for the Thursday night, and they all really like it, and yes, it's really good.
Great. That was how you started, and tell us about what you're now doing with Ballroom Fit. So as well as that, you're also doing another class and
yes,
helping some private lessons?
Yes, on a Monday I have a private lesson with a lady, she's totally blind, and then we have a half an hour lesson and 2 hours practice the same day. So she practices a lot with me.
Yes, good.
Which really, I find blind people is probably the hardest thing to learn ballroom dancing to. You learn it visually.
Yes.
Interesting, once you know it, you're no more visual. You don't see yourself.
Mm.
So it's an interesting thing. So even a blind person, I think, can learn it.
Yes.
It just is very slow, but once they got it, and as long as they got the partner that can see, they go well.
Absolutely.
And
yes, good.
one of the ladies, Emma, proves that she really improved out of sight in very close to time.
That's right, and I appreciate the fact that you also help out in our vision impaired class.
On the Tuesday night?
Tuesday nights,
yep.
Yes, and you've been a regular
also
there.
already for since the first one,
yeah.
which is 4 years ago?
2020 we started that.
Oh,
Yeah.
only 3.5 years
Yeah.
or so, yes.
Yeah, no, great. So thank you. That's been terrific. Yep. And tell me what you are doing with your own dancing now.
Right. And before that, I also danced with a Huntington's disease lady.
Yes.
She's quite advanced with it.
Yes.
We do the best we can, but she enjoys it, as well as that it's good for her to have the body movements and using the brain, even though the brain is having trouble moving the body.
Yes.
And to me, it's not the best dancing, but it's such a great feeling helping somebody else.
Absolutely. And with both those ladies, I know you've done the Special Olympics competitions.
Yes.
Yes. And some
some
ADS
medals.
awards. Yes.
Yes.
And
Alicia, she does competitions.
yeah.
She just is crazy about competitions. She
Yeah.
just has to do it.
She's competitive by nature, isn't she? Yes.
I don't know. It must
Yeah.
be, but she wants to compete. She wants to
Yes.
go to all these competitions.
Yeah, that's wonderful.
If she's ready or not.
Yes. And with your own dancing, so what are you doing with your own dancing now?
Well, Diane, my wife, had to stop dancing, or couldn't dance much anymore. She had something wrong with her feet, which is about 8 years ago or so.
Yes.
So since then, I've been having some other ladies I've been dancing with, and a lot of them have not been beginners, but what I want to do with them is quite difficult. The difficult is an A-grade ballroom stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So the last lady that I got, because most of them want to stop after a while. They either get sore because they're getting old, you see. But the last one is slightly younger, at 55,
Yes.
and she's good. I would say the best lady partner I've ever had, and picked up the 5 ballroom dances, the routines that I got very quickly.
Okay, good.
And then after about 6 or 7 weeks of lessons or practice, we did the floor show for you.
Yes.
And on a very challenging floor.
Yes.
Which the partner, Debbie, was very nervous. And I don't get nervous, but I get overwhelmed with the amount of input with all the people around.
Sure.
I've been dancing long enough that I don't get nervous.
Yes.
But it still goes wrong
Yes.
because there's so much input.
Yes, but that was a wonderful night. So we did that for the city of Victoria Park.
Yes.
And that was at the Connect hub.
Yes, in Mackie Street.
Victoria Park. Yeah,
Excellent,
great.
excellent evening.
Yes.
The right public,
Yes.
seniors there was a seniors week.
Seniors Week, that's right.
And
Yeah.
it was really good.
Yeah, great. Good. Thank you, Martin, for chatting
Thank
to
you
us.
very much. Yes.
Thank you.